Monday morning, April 6th, and we're getting ready to cross over the big hunk of water here and go from Milwaukee over to Spain and Portugal.
Happy birthday, James.
Well, we're getting up there now. It's right down there.
Approximately 1.5 hours prior to landing in Amsterdam, the Princess Applebee's.
Nice morning. It's about 20 minutes after 7 their time here. Ships coming in from the ocean. Well, I believe that should be Amsterdam, someplace up over the wing there. Welcome to Amsterdam. Landed about 7:30. It's now almost 10. We're still in Amsterdam, getting ready to catch the last segment from Amsterdam to Madrid. Now we're leaving Amsterdam. I believe that's the city. Follow that river out to the sea. We're approaching Madrid. Here. Well, we made it to our hotel, the Carlos Cinco or something like that. Now you can't go anywhere without seeing that McDonald's guy. But this is sort of where we're living, somewhere. We're lost already, we're a block away. We made it through the first night, so now we're having a little breakfast in our breakfast nook here. And it's pretty nice.
Pero vamos, que no tenemos prisa, ¿eh? Yo hasta las 4 de la tarde tengo que estar aquí.
Our bus tour of the city. Parking is at a premium here.
Wir sind jetzt 24 Stunden hier und haben schon unglaublich viel verinnerlicht.
Prado Museum. I'm going for a tour.
Was that video?
Hello, kitty.
Looking right at you.
Well, we're at the Hard Rock Cafe. Never been to a Hard Rock Cafe, so we thought we would have some lunch. So Susan's having some ribs.
To our hotel. And somewhere up here, oops, there he is. There's a familiar face. He's tired of walking, so I thought I'd give him a break.
Well, it's 9:30 here, and things actually haven't slowed down at all. Everybody's now getting ready to go out for dinner. I think it's dark, but we'll see. We're at the flamenco show. This guy is trying to get behind me. He wants to serve something here. He's going to put another roll down there. Having all the good things we like. Here's some nice Spanish olives. Here's another one of Susan's favorites here. Okay. New sights. Pretty nice buildings. Many fountains. Now we're at the Royal Palace of Madrid. And we have to sort of wait in line to get in here. Now we're inside the palace. So this is the front entrance of the palace. turning 180 degrees from the palace, here's the entrance to the church, so they didn't have to go too far. Well, we're now in Exceed's new laboratory. Everything one might need to cook up something here. Here's where we mix our dry powders. Weigh things out here. And we have an assistant security guard to help preserve our secret ingredients. Inside the palace now. Another one of the rooms. Apparently there's 2,800 rooms and used only for official banquets. One of the many chandeliers.
Was over in 1764.
Built in 1738 or something like that. 1732. Apparently the king used to have lunch in this room. So this room is all porcelain. Well, how'd you like to cook for this lot? Some of your basic goldenware. I guess we're in the music room. This is a Stradivarius. Now this is 1796, and this has got a fuel. Well, I don't know what's on there, but pretty fancy. And now we're inside the Royal Chapel. Built in 1749. We left the palace and the church and walked along, and oh, there's somebody walking along. And we're gonna go to this, I think we're gonna go there, but we're gonna go and maybe sit outside here. Yes, it is cerveza time. Looks good. At least walking around the old town here, and left the church. We're just meandering, typical street, apartments above, and I guess there's some laundry. Susan just mentioned that we should look at the cars because they're just sort of parked every which way and everywhere. You don't know how people get in and out. They park around the corners. Back at the Plaza Mayor, this is where we were on Monday. A little more activity, a little nicer weather. So I'll just go 360 degrees here. Get a little view of this. Is a big square. Thought I might find Susan someplace, but I don't know where she went. I passed her by without even noticing. Give me that one. Thursday morning, we rented our little car here, very nice car, and we made it out of Madrid and drove about 70 kilometers so far down to Toledo. So we're lost. We know that's the city over there, so we'll have to figure out how to get around, but we'll do her. Now we're at the gates of the city. We climbed to the top of this hill and we're up at Alcazar, which is a Moorish fortress overlooking the city. Top, where we can look down now over the city and the surrounding country. Inside the square. This is what it looked like after, in 1936, I presume after some sort of war or something. And now it looks as you saw it when we came in. Looking at the country from the backside now of the Alcazar. There's a neat place up on the hill, looks like. This is where the soldiers spent their time, and they were down in the lower levels. Susan is now going down into the crypts or someplace here. We think the sign says that these are prison quarters. We're in some sort of torture chamber. Yeah. Or maybe that's a well. We didn't come across a Harley Davidson. Another Harley. Well, we're trying to get over that way to see if we can't find this little church or something here. But we don't know exactly how we're going to do that. Progress, but good thing we didn't bring the car. These streets are a little bit on the narrow side. But there does seem to be light at the end of the tunnel. Making progress. Very good progress. Well, we made it, but now I don't think we made it to the right side. And this is really a neat cathedral, I guess. Very old. I don't know what that is. Looks like old wooden structure. We're on another side of it here. Another entrance, but we still can't get in. Well, we did find our way in. This is the Cathedral of Toledo. Construction started in 1226. This has to be one of the largest churches Susan and I have been in, we agree. Maybe compared to Holy Hill, you could stick half a dozen Holy Hills in this whole structure on the inside. It's immense with all the intricate carvings, and it is just amazing. Well, we made it back to sort of where we started from. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Stores and all, I guess, are closed, and all the kids are out. That's McDonald's over there. Well, this is a new experience. This is a ham and egg and cheese sandwich, but for some reason they want to cut out the middle of that toast so you can see the yolk in there.
Just going the wrong way. To Malaga, or I'm sorry, Cordova. Forgot where we're going.
The terrain has really changed. There's a little train going by. But we are in gentle rolling hills going through La Mancha in Don Quixote land. And now it's changed to be ravines and windy roads. And we got a nice little car called a Seat, S-E-A-T. Well, we did make it. And we made it to the El Khalifa Hotel. and I think our room is someplace in the back. I won't say much about the rooms. Well, we're doing our thing, walking around. Sort of. Caught Susan taking a break here. Well, we found something. That was the old, and then there's sort of the new. And you can buy some ice cream here. Little kitties are all buying their ice cream. Wherever you go, they have gifts of all kinds. And they have shoes. Nice dress clothing. And a little more color for those who prefer. Don't leave out the women's shoes. A little more of the shopping district. Some pretty nice buildings. Nice assortment of men's colorful shirts. As reference, 1,400 pesetas is about $10. And certainly we need to accessorize with your rain gear and purse to match. For the serious-minded. And so you can have your child attend your wedding. Well, it's 8:30 now, and things are beginning to come alive. You can almost hear the tone change, the traffic and the people coming from all over. Pretty soon the restaurants will be opening, and this is the prime time. Well, we decided to stop for lunch, and we stopped at what looks like a really nice pizza place. And so we're going to start off with a nice salad with some cheese and anchovies and olives and tomatoes and lettuce, and really looks excellent. Well, after some wine, she got her little mini drink over here. Don't know what it was. We don't even know what we ate.
Having a good time.
Well, it's already Friday. Having breakfast at the Al Khalifa. They have a very nice outdoors. And even though it seems quite nice, the rooms weren't that impressive. So we decided, rather than spend the second night, we were going to go off to Granada. Hi, Mr. Bolt. Before leaving Cordoba, we're going to go visit the famous mosque. I guess originally it was, I don't know what, Arab, and then in 1226 it was captured by the Christians. But this is a two-way street that we're walking down. Just stopped and take a peek inside somebody's little yard or garden. I don't know, it looks like those might be oranges. Showing up. There's a little something here. We'll go take a quickie peek. This is somebody's courtyard or something here. Really nice. Now looks like we found the center of things here. Well, I think we found the mosque. Looks old. Let me see this camera. Here. Inside the mosque. I have it on. It's really dark in here, so I have the setting fixed so that it brightens things up, but it looks sort of. Anyway, I'm just going to pan 360 degrees. And those are the front doors. Looking through some window here. Now this is the main chapel, I believe. Not chapel, but yeah, we must have passed, I don't know, 15, 20 separate little chapels, churches, whatever you care to call them. Go over here, we'll take a look at the organ. I don't know if this will really show the immense size. Start again up here at the ceiling. And then come down here and take a look at this wood here. There's the organ again. We have found some gardens. Oh yeah, that's somebody we know there.
boudet, là. Le boudet, ouvrez-vous.
Now we're inside some sort of tent, an art show or something. Bunch of spices. This is neat. Susan's gonna have a little tea here. This is where we're spending the night.
Which is about 160 kilometers.
Just as we came around the bend, there's a nice little town sitting on the hill here.
Our first castle sighting. Castle number 2. I think they put regular gas in our diesel car, so Jim has to have a drink while he's waiting for the mechanic to give us the bad or good news. Jim thinks we're going to be buying a car.
Our decision to leave our room in Cordoba and come to Granada here to the Alhambra Palace Hotel a day early so we can spend 2 days here was probably a good one. You notice we didn't take any pictures of our room before. From our room, take a panoramic view of the city. The mountains or the hills in the background. And the snow-capped mountains. Well, there's our car sitting next to the recycling bin. We may have to recycle it. It appears it's possible that when I got gas instead of getting diesel, the man put actually gasoline in there. The car will not run. Conk, dead, kaput. This is our new car. Well, we're now on a walk to town here. I'll get off that bumpy thing. See if we can't find the city. Whoa. Found it. Going to visit another church, cathedral, whatever. This again feels very Arabic. Well, this church also is very, very big, but seems much colder than the other one. Looks like a huge organ. Departing exterior view. Well, we can't go very far before Susan sort of peters out and we have to take a break.
Who peters out?
Okay. How is it?
Good. Really lemony.
Well, nice looking morning. Friday, I think. Have a little bit of breakfast. Well, we are entering the Alhambra Palace grounds. There's some old ruins, and as we looked up on these mountains, noticed there was snow up there. Some of the detail on the wall carvings. Looking down on the city from the palace. Few people sitting down below. They irrigate everything with all these little trenches in the center of everything. Little music to go with our video. Some of the surrounding gardens. Oh, kitty. Now we're not going into the fortress of Alcazaba. Well, that's the palace section where we just came from. And this is the fortress of El Alcazar that is used to protect itself. The city is down below there. Well, from atop the fortress here, there's a good picture of the cathedral we were in yesterday. You get a little bit of idea as to its size. I'll do a little panoramic view here, looking from the fortress again, the back side of the fortress. And that building there is our hotel. And our rooms are on the other side facing down over the city. And then as we go this way, you see some mountains with snow. Susan's on a search. Found something. Coming late afternoon, people are going to start coming out, so we're going to take a walk down into town. From up on top of the hill, we're going to walk down the hill. Right, Susan?
That's right. One more time, James.
Made it to the gates of the city again. Well, we're coming up, or coming down here. We just entered through that gate. Still hard to think that this is a two-way street. Cars are going both directions. I don't see any right now. Well, now we can sort of look up at the Alhambra. So that's where we were wandering around this morning. And if we just come down, there were some tables down below at one time. And I'm just, oh, there's a Coca-Cola sign. And I think always finding a place to rest. Like we found the wedding here. And here comes the bride. Everybody's standing around. Susan's back there trying to do a little shopping. I see her back in there. Maybe we'll try a hat. Going on 9 o'clock. It's still amazing that there's just whatever street you go on, there's just thousands of people. So as we walk along, a lot of good sights. This is the big department store. We were just in here and spent, I don't know, about $50 buying some tape and chips and cookies. We've been walking around and just realized that this whole sidewalk is made of marble.
Motorcycles.
Huh? Now it's just becoming dark. It's a little after 9. Well, after a busy day, we're now having a nice dinner. And Susan's having spaghetti. Looks pretty good. One last parting shot as we leave. Well, we leave the dining room, and it's already going on, what, 11:30 or something. We'd stop at the bar here, but it's getting late.
Morning, and we're leaving Granada on our way to Malaga along the coast.
We're up in the Sierra Nevada mountains right now.
It's kind of bumpy here. Hang on. A little bit of a traffic jam here. Heading back into the mountains.
This is the town we were just through. Sits up here in the mountains. And we are going to have to cross over these mountains to get down over to the Mediterranean.
Pretty good job here going through these Sierra Nevadas. It's just switchbacks. I don't know how many kilometers we have to do. Usually when we go around one of these corners is when we meet a bus or a big semi. But we make it through on the road, otherwise we're going to go down that cliff. And look at this. This car passed us going around the curve. Yeah. We could catch up to this truck here. Mountain pass. Now we're just driving along the rocks here. Some town in front of us.
Well, after coming through the mountains, we finally made it to the Costa del Sol, the Mediterranean. So now we're going to travel around 60 kilometers along the coast to Malaga. Water's really blue. Okay, we made it to the Parador Gilbrefaro. Susan's checking out the menu there, just a sort of a look around. A little restaurant back there. And there's the entrance. And some of the rooms, we're in room 208. We don't know where that is. But we'll just panorama over here. Come down here. Try this again. Well, we just now got into our room. This is very nice, colorful. Two beds. Looking from those, looking the other direction, and then we will go outside, patio, overlooking the city and the harbor. Door handles are kind of neat. Old iron. They do have a pool area here. And up above the pool is the old castle. They say it's under reconstruction. That sort of looks like the main drag here. Nice little bar area. And then there are tables that are outside. And then there's a restaurant up above.
Break and enjoy our view. Jim's setting up bar there, taking a drink and relaxing.
Well, we're down on the beach. They do go topless someplace. Now this is from a long way away. Well, as we were walking, we decided gotta always stop for a little relaxation here. So we're on the beach, little music from the man over there. And somebody hiding behind the trees here.
How's the snapper?
Not a battery.
How are you? You want me to go get one?
We'll try this again. So now we're having dinner. So we will have a little wine here. Maybe. Might have a little trouble with this one. I don't know exactly what it is. You get some cream or
Looks good. Zoom in on this, see what we have here. Keeps coming.
dessert time. And that's mine. The other was Susan's. It's going on 11:30. We finally finished. Part of the wine goodies.
All locked up.
Wonder if that's a Picasso. Very nice place. I would recommend this to anybody. Now it's Monday morning. Looks like it's raining that direction. But fortunately we're going the other way and the sun is shining. Heading south on the Autovia, heading toward Gibraltar, so we're traveling along the Costa del Sol to the southernmost part of Spain and very close to the tip of Africa. Now we're just outside of Gibraltar. Now if we go this way, yes, there is the Rock of Gibraltar. Well, there is the Rock of Gibraltar with Gibraltar at the base. There was a lineup of cars several hours, they said, to get into Gibraltar, which is a British colony. So you have to go through customs and all that stuff. So we decided not to go there. Instead, we drove around the bay and we're in some city called something or other, Alverganos, or I don't know. But we are going to tomorrow take a one-day tour into Africa. I'm going to go to Tangier, which is someplace out there across the Mediterranean, not too far. Well, we have the afternoon free, so we're walking around town. I'm going to take a little break in this plaza. Everything is really nice. You know, they put a little extra into things. Well, I guess it's Tuesday morning and we're off to Morocco. On our way, looks like they're fixing up their nets here. Now there's a picture of our hotel, and we were right up there somewhere. Well, Susan's on board, ready to go here, along with that seagull. And we have a nice little uniformed gal to take care of us here. And that should be Tangier. Following our leader here to who knows where. Apparently that's looking back at the Kasbah, the old city.
In the top of the hill to the right hand side,
Palace is on the right hand side
to the
there.
King Palace. Muhammad Hassan the second from
There's the entrance to the palace. And we're following our little man over here. Going into this little restaurant here. Right, we'll see. Okay. Follow this little girl to the Kasbah here. Colorful. Even gonna play music for us. We can get some cakes and got a new thing here. He's gonna go and play with some snakes. And I think he's got one on the ground here. From down there, and we're a tourist group, so they just hound you like they're worse than flies. They don't seem to bug the other people too much. See if we can get this lady here. This is really something else. Wouldn't want to live here. Oh, we're at our lunch break now. Susan's going to be really excited about this. These are our girlfriends here. People living in France. And of course, you got to have a little music. Kind of some vegetable soup or something here. Don't know. Looks like beef.
Beef, right?
This looks excellent. Anyway, that way there. So now Susan's got some tea here. Well, let me. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Can't even focus on this stuff. It stinks so bad. Go ahead, take a sip.
I don't know if you can tell, but he's going 160 kilometers, which is about, what'd you say, Jim, 102 or 92? 102 miles an hour. We're in a hurry to get to our hotel before sundown, so hopefully we'll make it in one piece. We're really in a hurry, so Jim's gonna try to pass this car here. He's probably gonna have to go about 170, 180. But as you can tell, there's no one on this road, and it's because it's a toll road. Oh, he passed him. It's kind of blurry. He's going so darn fast.
After driving last night, we finally made it to Seville, and then we had to travel to the outskirts. But we did find our way to the hotel after just a few stops and trying to ask directions from people who don't speak English. I don't know about these people. What is that hiding over there? Best that we can decipher so far is that this may have been, in fact still is, a working farm, horse ranch. Standing in the central courtyard, we can just pan around here. Some workers. And they say, you know, if you get bacon and eggs for breakfast or something, that they're eggs from the farm here. Our room is back in that area. Here's our car. And we're back around. Well, we found the pool area. From the pool looking back toward the front of the hotel. Here is a little courtyard, and the pool is directly to the left, and that is our room. This is a little bar area. There's a help yourself bar. Another little sitting area. And I think we found the fair. And everybody gets really dressed up. These two girls are really cute.
Peseta 30 boleto y un sombrero cordobés de regalo para ustedes, señor.
Well, we're trying to find the bull ring now to see if we can get some tickets for tonight, but came across a little sign for the Hotel Donna Marie. Now we're at the Plaza de Toros, or the bull ring. So we bought some tickets from a scalper for 5,000 pesetas each, but we don't know where they are, but somebody standing in line with us said they're pretty good tickets. There.
It's okay.
Go in there. Whee! Okay. Well, since we have time, we went to McDonald's to get a drink and pee. And now we're taking a bus tour of Seville. And then we'll take maybe a boat tour, and then it should be time for the bullfight, and then to the feria. Whoa. Well, somebody's going for a ride here. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Can't imagine what this is going to look like. The fair is down that way. The traffic is just backed up forever. I think we have to leave here well, not pretty soon, but tonight when everybody's going out, we're going to be out. This mess. We had to drive through stuff like this last night to get through the center of Seville because we had to get to the other side. Well, it's 6 o'clock and we made it to the bull ring. So I think we have good seats. Well, everybody's clapping for something over here. I don't know, that's the Queen Mother, I guess. The thing about the seating, however, is that there are no such things as aisles. You just sit, and the way they figured out the spacing was they took two skinny people, stuck them side by side, told them to spread their legs a little bit, and made a mark.
And that's how close the seats were, and they just went around. There is no room. If you have to go to the bathroom, forget it. Saw him on TV the other day. Oh, here comes Mr. Bull. Hi, guy. Here comes the guy to do the stabbing. Just stabbed him. You can see the blood coming out there. Got him again. Stab, stab.
Anoche habló,
Get him.
No, se lo han dicho ya, Digo, anoche, van a poner una vez un viernes.
This guy's gonna stab him.
Quería quedarse con el las papeletas me compraron con el 20%, ¿no? Fui por los policías, fui a la comisaría.
Stabbing here.
Nosotros trabajamos con los policías, Yo fui a la comisaría, sí, está ahí abajo. Y hablo con el habla
Tócalo. No estaba ahí colocado.
Do it. Well, you see, stuck that in there all the way. cuts off the ear. This was good. Everybody was happy with this one. Oh, this guy's a happy camper. Got the ear in his hand there. This is looking to be something different. They're just getting ready to let the bull out here.
Como se pare por el toro.
Bravo.
Ya lo tiene ahí. Maten. Maten. Maten.
Oh, this is it. Got it, good.
Le está quitando el corbatín, le está haciendo un torniquete.
And that was the guy who got the big round of applause with all the hankies. Oh, the wolf got back up here. You can see that knife blade shoved right to the hilt there. This guy don't want to go down here.
El puntillero, vaya el puntillero. Pega, tío, al favor, ¿no?
Gonna have to give him a little pointer right in the schnozzle.
Si usted no puede descabellarse, chaval, hombre, como tiene la cabeza de arriba. Le va a pegar un arreón al toro, chaval.
Una pasada puede pasar todo. Una cosa muerta, hombre.
Bien, venga, vamos.
He wants to finish him. He wants to finish him. Susan, that's the guy they didn't like before. Now it looks a little different at night. Get yourself a tent, or your family gets a tent. There are, I would guess, a couple hundred of these tents, and you all have, as I was saying, you get your little tent and you have a little something there. And you even bring your little ones. They just got done dancing here. Mucho people. Best we can figure, this is like a lottery. You can see all the lottery tickets on the ground here. Another lottery. She's spinning these wheels here. And you can win yourself a ham.
900. Bueno, ¿qué pasa? ¿Cómo va el tema por ahí arriba? Le damos un poquito de caña, ¿no? Para darle un poquito más. ¡Alucinante!
La gran colección de animales completamente
After a long day, about 12 hours, it's good to be back to our
morning, and we decided before we head off to Portugal that we would clean our windows, but unlike in the States, they gave Jim a bucket and a huge what do you call that, broom-like. Rinse the windows, you have to go fill up your bucket to pour on the windows, pour the water. He's having a lot of fun here, but he's doing a good job. At least we'll be able to see where we're going. Mountains on our way to Portugal. It's like a nice day out there, so we have about a 2-3 hour drive. You never know looking at the map if you're on mountain roads or on autovias. To wait, he's gonna pass just all these other cars. Oh my gosh, hurry up before the car!
more trees. flatter as we came out of the mountains. Well, with only a few wrong turns, we did make it to the Posada dos Loyos, or something of that nature. And this is an old convent that apparently was attached to this church. Just to the right here are ruins from Roman times, apparently. And this is not sure what year. Little music area. Another little setting area. And the bar. All the rooms are up those stairs and to the right. So our room is sort of toward the back and up one level yet. Our room is on that second level there where you can just see the tops of the windows. We're about in the center. Well, actually more toward the right here. We also have a little pool back here. Those nuns really had it pretty nice. They used to have a little diving board here and why?
Convent for monks.
Oh, convent for monks.
Oh, maybe not.
No, I think a convent for nuns. And this is, we'll try this again. Starting from there. This is the bedroom. Actually the room. And this little desk. Comes fully equipped with a Susan. And no room is complete without a bathroom. All marble. There's one of those funny toilets again. But it's really quite nice though. You know, all marble and good stuff. And looking out the window, where those trees are right there, that's where I was sort of standing and taking a picture, just down and to the left where the pool is. You can see some of the countryside. And then we can pan around and you can hear some thunder. But they do have the modern conveniences like a satellite dish for TV. And then here is this big old cathedral. We're now inside the cathedral behind the Posada. This was built in 1196. See, America was founded in 1492, so this is already several hundred years old at that time.
this will probably be where we're going to have dinner tonight. One of the little seating areas. Well, Susan's going to get her jacket, and then we're going to go on our walking tour. No lunch today. I'm really breathing hard. We walked up these stairs on the wall. So we're up at the top of the wall here. And there is the back end of the cathedral. You can see some of the workmanship that went into putting this thing together. And there you have a TV antenna. But this is part of the old city, and some of the structures are crumbling down. To get up to the wall, we walk from way down below down these narrow streets from our Portugal and up to here. Looking down at the square below, and Susan decided to go all the way up. There's a nun just going in. This is a convent. Let's see. And then go down the stairs, and we can walk the wall in this direction. Now looking outside the wall, the city below, and I think that tomorrow we will take off and follow that road and head off to Madrid and catch our plane. I guess we will go in and visit the convent of St. Teresa. This is apparently where she was born.
Jim needs a drink again to revive himself.
Alright, let's see. For dinner we can have tenderloin of pork with mashed apple. We can have carpaccio of venison with cheese. We can have Red Sea green pie with spinach sauce. Or we can have loin of gray mullet.
Picture of the wall at night. Down there. Nighttime.
Well, before we leave Avila this Wednesday morning, one visit to the cathedral in the center of town. This was closed until this morning. The cathedral was built in about the year 1000.
Morning. We're on our way to Madrid. We're about 70 kilometers. Tomorrow we head home. And again, we're going through the mountains, or bypassing the mountains here.
Well, we're now at the worst part of the trip. It's Thursday morning, about 6 o'clock. We're at the Madrid airport, getting ready to catch a flight to Amsterdam, and then Amsterdam, Detroit, Detroit, Milwaukee. About 20 hours. Well, almost the last leg. Say hi!
Say hi, wait, go hi!
Hi!
Take your picture.
You're not too sure of all that, are you?
Picture.
Yep, so we're in Detroit. So yeah, Jenna and Mikey. Okay, you gotta smile now, big smile. Okay. Oh yeah, I see you smiling. Jenna's not smiling, she's looking at me over here. Smile.
Smile. You're gonna be bashful? You're gonna be bashful, huh?
And then we got Carol before her reconstruction here.
Yeah, there you go. Get her up and dressed and take her there, so we sit there all day and then you can't.
Hey, Mikey.
I said, well, that's right.
Hey, Mikey.
Dinner, you know, when because she's fine going to bed.
Yeah? He did make it back. It's good to be home. Yeah, always good to come home, but we always look forward to the next time too. Adios. Adios.